for the moving camera. Try and steady it as much as I can. Right. Oh, I need to move it back a bit as well. Sorry. Because it's too far back. I need a bit forwards even. It's too far back. Right. Let me just wait for my tablet to catch up. Because it does take a while. So good morning, everybody. Well, good afternoon, actually, isn't it? It's 12:30. Well, here it is. I don't know where it is. You might be good morning for you, wherever you are. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Anne. Yeah. So I thought I would try and do a Christmas crafting series, and try and do as much as I can. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do every day, but I'm going to try and do every day. Apologies for the lighting as well. Here in the UK, it is really dark. Well, where I am anyway, it's really dark, wet, dreary, and horrible. So I've had to switch my lights on. So you've got a bit of reflection. But anyway, never mind. Let me just change the quality on my tablet so I can actually see myself better. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Ali. Hi, Liz. Hi, Nola. Well done. You've made it. Excellent. Right, so I'm going to go with something quite simple today, and I had a bit of a, it's funny actually, because I thought this was simple, and then when I was trying to do it, I had a nightmare with it, so hopefully the live stream will go a bit better. We will see. So I just thought, I don't know about you, but I have got a ton load of doilies, and I just never use them. And the main reason I never use them is because they're really hard to stick down, because they're so fancy. You can't die cut them because I haven't got a die that, you know, exactly the same as that. So I find them quite difficult to stick down. So I don't really use them. And then I saw on Pinterest, and again, I don't know who it was I saw, they'd made some, I think they were supposed to be bauble ornaments for the tree, but they're just like cardboard, like craft card with a doily on. So I thought I'd have a bit of a play because I have, as I said, doilies, and I need to use them up. So I've done some with some white card and some red doilies. And today I thought, well, for live, I thought I might do a craft card with white doilies because I have got quite a lot of them. So I'm just going to bring in my messy mat. I have like a piece of acetate that I use for things like this. I need, you know, the messiness. Oh, I can't find it. Just said all that, and now I can't find my messy mat. Let me use a different one. Bear with. Oh, so let me grab this. Is really messy anyway. So just a really old piece of acetate that I've got here, and I deliberately put washi tape on the edges of it so I can see it. So that was the method in my madness. Okay, so hello Gina. So I'm just going to put this bit of messy acetate down. And then now there's probably different ways of doing this. So if you have a different way of doing it, please tell me in the comments because, oh, my ring light's going to be all reflected now, isn't it? Let me switch my ring light off. Bear with. Switch the ring light off. And then let me switch my other light over here on instead. And hopefully that will give enough light. It's quite dark, but hopefully my camera, sorry, excuse the arm in the way. Hopefully then we might get enough light. I don't really know actually. Is that still reflective? Oh, it's still reflective. It's not as bad as the ring light. Yeah, we'll go with this. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. It is a bit dark, but hopefully it's okay. Good afternoon, Dutch Joan. Right, so let me bring in my craft card. Bear with. Oh dear, we're trying to be all organised and yeah. There was actually a card that I was going to do a tutorial for. I've filmed, pre-recorded, and I got 6 minutes through it, put my camera on pause, and then I thought I'd press record and I hadn't. So I have recorded it, first 6 minutes of it, and the rest of it I've just made. So I'm going to do it tomorrow in my live stream instead. I was not impressed because I'd made the whole card and everything. But anyway, here we go. Hi, Diane. Yes, dark and rainy in Leicester is here as well. Hi, Karen. Cold. Yeah. it's winter, isn't it? Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one sheet. And I've got this pack of doilies that were $3.50 for a pack of, I don't even know how many in there. But there's loads of them. So this is something I was given. So I'm just going to take a few out. And then you can use PVA glue. but I've got this decoupage matte stuff, which is basically PVA glue, to be honest with you. This is it's usable as glue and lacquer. So, but yeah, you could use PVA, that's fine, or Mod Podge or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out a few doilies, probably about 3 actually, probably about 3 doilies. Yeah, about 3 doilies I reckon. Hi Doreen, you've been in Norway. Oh, fabulous. Oh, I'd love to be in Norway. I love Norway. I've been to Norway for years. I've been once and I would love to go back. Let me just separate these 2 out. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to cover this whole piece of card in decoupage, like PVA. Just because I've tried doing it other ways. I did try doing it with self-adhesive sheet, but it really didn't work. So I'm just going to splodge a bit. Oh, hello. Splodge a bit on. And then, oh gosh, I hope I don't get tinsel everywhere. That could be disaster. So let's just sort of roughly see where we're going to do it. Let's do it around here. I should probably do the whole thing, so I was going to end up with shininess. Oh no, actually I can just do the doily area. So I'm just going to splodge it on like this, and then I'm going to stick my doily on top, and I'm going to PVA over the top to make sure it really does stick down and to kind of keep it all in. As I said, if you have another way of doing this, please let me know. I'm working from the centre of my doily out because doilies are quite delicate, and so yeah. Right, so that is that. Now we are going to have to leave these to dry, so I think we will, mind you, when I did it earlier it didn't take that long to dry, so hopefully. But I wouldn't normally do this kind of messy craft, you know me, I'm not really into messy things. But I was just, as I said, I just saw it on Pinterest and thought, that looks interesting. And I have got a ton load of doilies, so why not give it a whirl? Right, as you can see, my card is curling up quite substantially. So we will see. This will dry clear. Let's put one down there. And then I need to work quite quickly because it does dry relatively quickly, this stuff does, especially if you don't put like thick layers down. So let's just stick this down like this. I've got a bit of a bubble there, not quite sure why. I might be able to use my heat gun to speed it up, I'm not sure, it might make it crackle. Has anybody tried to use PVA glue to speed up their drying? Let me know if you have. And I'm just going to put another one on the edge here. Right, let's just splodge this on. I always get stuck for gift tags, I don't know about you, so this is another reason why I thought, this might be a good idea. Right, there's my last one. I'm going to put it on the edge there like that. There we go. Stick that in. And just glue over the top. Doesn't matter about the bits hanging off the edge because we're going to trim that off in a minute. We won't use the whole A4 anyway. We'll use part of it. Any bits that aren't quite sticking, just stick down. Okay, I'm just going to carry on with this last little bit of card, even though I'm not putting anything on it, just because I think it's going to dry shiny and I want to have it shiny all over, not have part shiny and part not shiny. So let's just, the cardstock, it's just kind of like a standard craft card. I can have a look in a moment because I think I've got the packaging for it. So let me just have a look and I'll see. Now I should really have brought a little thing of water in with me, shouldn't I, so I could put my brush in it so I don't end up with glue on my brush, but I didn't bring it in because I wasn't that organised. I was trying to do a billion things this morning. Let me just get a wet wipe and wipe off as much as I can, and then I wonder if I can you go over with a heat gun? Has anybody tried it? I kind of fancy going over the heat gun just to speed things up so you don't have to sit and watch glue dry. Let me quickly have a look at what GSM that card is while we're waiting for that to do. It is 280 GSM. It was a Papermania card pack of craft card. I've got various different brands in my stash, but that was the one that I've used here. They all seem to be pretty much the same. I don't know if craft card comes in that many different GSMs or not, or whether it's pretty much standard. But yeah. Well, I am going to go over with a heat gun and we'll see what happens. We can learn together, can't we? Because I've never done it. So let's give it a whirl. You have to excuse the noise. See if I just leave that to dry. It is wrinkly a little bit. Now, when I did this with the other one, it didn't wrinkle like that. But anyway. Anywho, we are learning as we go a little bit. It's a little bit of experimentation. As I said, I did do it before I came on, but you know how these things go. Results always turn out slightly different, don't they, in real life? So let's get the old heat gun out and give it a quick blast. If I put it on low, it should be okay. And we will see how we go. So, okay. You have to excuse the noise. Let me just quickly grab a thingy bob to put underneath, a mat. Otherwise I'm going to end up... I'm going to put it on low. Actually, I'll put it on high. This is my Dovecraft heat gun. I do prefer this one. I've got a few different ones, and the Dovecraft one is good. But yeah, we'll see. I've never used it either, so we'll see. I have a feeling it's going to wrinkle. My prediction is it may well wrinkle and it might crack, possibly. But yeah, we'll see. One thing that might work, I hope you can still hear me, one thing that might be quite good with the heat gun is it might actually make it bend the other way. So it might straighten it out a little bit. We'll see. We will see. Now instantly I'm seeing that with the white doilies you can actually kind of see, it's kind of like it's almost absorbed, it's not staying really white. So that's interesting. With the red one, it didn't do this. So with the red one I didn't get it, you know, coming through. I mean, obviously I was using white cards, but even so. Right, I'm not staying on any one area for too long, just because I don't want to... Let me just quickly cut this excess off so it's not in the way. Hi Beth! We're just making some Doily Bauble Gift Tags. You could also use them as like tree ornaments. And we're having a bit of a play, if I'm honest, because I've never done this before. I have made some before I came on. So this was one of the ones I made. Oh, she says whiffing a... This is one of the ones I made before I came on. And I used a red doily. I've also used this one and that one. So you could do them as tree ornaments if you wanted to. So that's what we're making. But I also saw someone had done it with craft card and white doilies. And I just thought, oh, let's have a play with that. So we're having a play, and I'm using my heat gun to try and dry my PVA glue. And I wasn't really sure if it's going to work or not. It's still damp in places. It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, not too bad. I'm just going to try and dry the other side a little bit. It feels a bit damp. Okay, it's not too bad. It's starting to get a bit less opaque in places. This bit wasn't fully stuck, but that's fine. And it's warping the other way now, so I'm going to turn it over, have another go on the other side, see if I can flatten it out a little bit. I think if you put it under some books, or I think maybe even when I put it through my die cutting machine, it might help it. Right, that's pretty much dry, I would say. So what I'm going to do is take some, now I've got these dies. I've got a tag shaped one, a circle and an oval. So I was thinking about, there's one that I saw where they did it, let me do this one actually, use this bit here. They actually had it so that it was kind of towards the bottom of the bauble. So I'm going to put that like that, so it almost looks like it's the bottom of the bauble. And I'm going to get some low tack tape, and then I'm just going to adhere this at the top out of the way. So that's one. And then I think the oval we will go with, let's have a look. You can do all different, whatever, you know, dies you, whatever, yeah, dies you've got really. I quite like the halfway, although do I do the bottom? Actually, I might do a bottom one. Might do it with it on the bottom like that, because I think that could look quite cool. Just use whatever dies you've got. If you haven't got dies and you're a bit of a, you know, sort of old style crafter, you could use punches if you've got them, or you could draw around shapes, whatever you fancy really. And then I think this one we will go with, I quite like the half and half. So I think we'll go with a half and half on that one. Just trying to use up my whole sheet really, where, you know, all the doilies. I think we'll do that there. So let's run this through, and then I think we will come and add some more, because I have got other dies, but they're not really, those three were the best ones I could find. So I'm going to put it through my Gemini, which is just off and above my desk, so I can get all of them together. Now it is really bowing now, so this will be fun. So let's put that on like that. Let's just, I'm going to curl that under. I might regret that later. Anyway, let's put that on there like that. Put this on here like this, and I'm going to run it through my Gemini. Hi Sherry, don't worry. Don't worry, we're just doing, oh, I can't even get to my Gemini. My desk needs a sorting out, it really does. Right. Hear it all making noise as it goes through. There we go. I don't think we need more than one pass. I think it will do it in one pass. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Oh yes, it's flattened out a bit more. Let's just take this off. Ooh. There we go. I've got a little bit of that tape stuck on the underside, which I had a feeling might happen. So there's one of them. Quite like that. It almost looks painted actually. Quite like that. If you're into kind of vintage stuff, you could distress ink around the outside. That's, to me, says what that's asking for. It's asking to be distress inked. And then we've got that one. And we've also got this one. I like that one. That's quite nice. So that's that. And then let's do some more. I think I might lay that on there. See if I can get a bit of chunk of that. Let's just reuse this bit of tape here. Let's put that on there like that. I think there we go. And then I think we'll go with a double over here, and then I might go with a half and half over here. So let's just grab some more tape. So just really having a play around. I just think, as I said, you're not really using a great deal of your doilies. You have got a bit of card wastage, but you know, to be honest, I've got that much craft card that I've got it coming out of my ears. But you could use other colours. If you've got other colour doilies, you could do it with other colours. You could do different colour base cards. Just put that through my Gemini. Bear with the noise. Yeah, you could really go to town on it. I did try using, because I've got some gold metallic doilies, and I did try doing that with this is my gold metallic doily one. I did try doing it with an adhesive sheet, but the problem is where you've got all the little holes, it's still kind of sticky, so that didn't work as well. Hi Tracy. Oh, you've got snow. You're sort of lucky, but you're sort of not. I've got lots of rain. We did have snow yesterday, and then it started raining, and that was that. So yeah, we had a little bit. We're kind of on the edge of the snow and the rain, and you know, the rain really. Okay, so that's that one. And then this one here. Just peel this off. There we go. It's a bit like a corset, that one. I quite like that one. And then we've also got this oval one here. That's quite nice. Quite like the oval one. And then I think we'll do one more, if I can fit it in, just there. I think. Yeah, we'll do one just there. You could do, as I said, a bit more of the, you know, of the actual doily itself. Can I fit more in? I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, no, I can fit that in there. Let's put that one in there. So I'm going to put that in so it's mainly doily with a little bit of craft, I think. Let's just grab this bit here. Put that on there like that. And I think that's probably my lot. So let's just whack that through. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, they're just a bit different, aren't they? They're just kind of, they didn't come out quite how I would expect them to come out, just because the PVA glue is kind of absorbed, but they're very kind of vintagey looking. But anyway, we'll have a proper look in a moment. Let me just run this one through. As I said, if you use different colours, if you use different colour base card, then you get a different look. I do think they probably could do with a bit of distress ink around the edges. But yeah, a bit different. A bit different. I like the white against the craft. I think there's more you could probably do with these. Has anybody tried anything like this before? Anybody else got any more ideas? Let me just put my plates away for a second and move all my bits off my desk so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Take all these off. I don't need these anymore. Take those off. Oh, put them on the floor. Everything else is. Right. Let's just peel this off. Got to be quite careful there because we've got a bit of. I've got a bit of tape there. Let me just quickly peel that bit of tape off. Apologies if it's too dark. It is quite dark on my desk, but yeah. Don't really want the ring light reflecting. Right, let me just peel this off. Thankfully, because of the PVA glue, it comes off all right. So there's that one. And then this one here. So we've done quite well. We've managed to clear most of it. We've still got bits left, but not too much left. Obviously, if you had a smaller one, you can maybe put in that bottom corner. So yeah, there's that there like that. So there we go, just a few. So now what I'm going to do is, you really like them in a stationery set. Yeah, you know what as well, there was a lady, and again, I can't remember who, it was one of the Craft Stash ladies, and she did one of the ones on the blog hop. In fact, I think she was on the same blog hop as me. It was when I did that Craft Stash and Friends blog hop, and she did a wonderful box, which I keep meaning to make, but I just haven't got around to doing it. And it was like a gift set for somebody. So you had like a set of cards. She did some, nice simple cards, but they looked amazing. And then she just, made a set of tags to go with it. And this would be perfect for this. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I think they need to be distressed. I might just add some distress now, actually, before I stamp my hole in them. So let me just grab my, a correct brown. Anybody got any suggestions as to what colour distress ink I should use? Let me know. I've got quite a few different colours. The ones that are easily to hand are aged mahogany. Let's have a look what else we got. In browns. I've also got what's that one there? Lots of antique linen's not going to be dark enough. I've got brushed corduroy. I've got walnut stain. Vintage photo. Those are the browns that I have. So out of those, I think I've got some more in my other box, but just out of interest, what colour do you think is the best one? Vintage photo, walnut stain, ground espresso, vintage photo. Okay, got 2 for vintage photo. Any more for vintage photo? Let me know. Let me know. It's a democracy after all. While you're discussing which one we should do, I'm going to get my little blending brushes out. Bear with me, find the right one. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Oh no, like persimmon, scattered straw, worn lipstick. What have we got so far? Vintage photo seems to be winning. Vintage photo seems to be winning. I don't appear to have a... Right, okay, I have to make a new one then. I don't appear to have a blending... So I've got all these little blending brushes. And I put the name of it and I keep them. So I have one specifically for each shade that I have. But I don't appear to have any for vintage photos. So I think I will use, let me just check this one. No, I haven't got any for vintage photo. I have a spare one. Vintage photo or walnut? Okay, we'll go vintage photo. That seems to be the overriding one. So I've got a spare one here. It hasn't been used yet. So I just need to make a little label to say vintage photo on it. These are actually makeup brushes. I got these off Amazon, fashion based, but I like the fact they come with a little thing. And they're so nice. I could sit and stroke this forever. Right, so vintage photo, where are we? This one. Okay, let's put those away. I don't use distress inks very often, as you know. Okay, so I could just go over with the ink pad, but I feel like I kind of want to go over with a brush because I feel like it might give it a little bit of a softer edge. So I'm just going to go around the edge of my... In fact, I'm wondering whether I should do it off like that. I think I might. Let me just... If there are any distress ink experts in the chat, please let me know what I'm doing wrong or better ways of doing it, because I don't do distress inks, as you all know. I have done in the past, but I'm not an expert or I don't claim to be either. So if you have any other ideas, just use a bit of scrap thingy. Paper, that's what I'm looking for, scrap paper. Okay. Not sure if I should just use the pad straight on. This is alright. The top's looking a bit dodgy there. But anyway, let's just blend a little bit better so it's not quite so. Yeah. Just around the edge. There we go. It's still a little bit wet, so I need to be a bit careful, but yeah, haven't done the best job on that. I might just go straight. A dauber gives more colour quickly. Okay. Could I just go straight on with the pad? That was my other point, my other thought. Can I just go straight on with the pad? I'm just going for it now. I have no fear. I'm just going for it. Hey, I am not a distress ink expert. If you want distress ink tips, do not come to me, because I really don't know. I know bits, but I don't know much. That's okay, that works all right. I think I prefer that to that. We're going to go with the edge of the... I haven't got a dauber, that's the only problem, because I don't do it. I don't really have the tools for it. I've got blending brushes, and that is it. I don't have a dauber. So I'm just going to go with the edge of the thingy bob, trying to get it on my hands at the same time. And we're just going to go around, actually going straight from the thing, straight on. It's just going to give it a dark edge. It's not going to be particularly blended. Whatever. We're just going with this, it's fine. You know, it'd be quite nice is if you went round it with, round the edge with like a sticky embossing ink, a clear one, and then did gold heat embossing powder on the edges. That would look nice. That would look very nice. So that's that. In fact, I might do one of the circles straight from the pad. We're still yeah, we're just going. The only problem with the pad is now with this bit here, I'm going to have problems because I'm not going to be able to get round that corner. So yeah, this is where I'm going to come unstuck, I think. But anyway, anywho, oh, maybe here I can do it on the edge, maybe. Oh no. Okay, this is going to be a bit dubious. Whatever, don't judge. Don't judge. There we go. There we go, like that. I am going to do one with that up, well, two actually, with the gold edge, because I fancy having a go at them. In fact, I might just, yeah, so I go with the gold edge. Let's have an experiment. We're just winging it today. We really are winging it. So let me grab a gold, a nice gold. Oh, white. Gold or white? No, I don't know actually. Maybe I should go white. Right, let me use that, which is super sticky. And let's use right, let me pull me heat embossing powder. We're really going off piece today. Let me pull my embossing powders out. What have I got in there? I've got all sorts of colours in here. Got a lot of heat embossing powders because I used to use them all the time. I'm going to try one with this. I'm going to try one with gold. And I am going to go one with a... What's that one? I might try one with that sparkly one. Hey, we're just gonna experiment, people. That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna have an experiment. Why not? On my floor, my goodness, I can barely see my craft room floor. It's so covered in stuff. Everyone's saying gold. Well, I am going to do a gold, but I'm also going to go off piste, and I'm going to use some other colours as well. Right, that one hasn't got anything on it. Okay, let's use this. You have to excuse this piece of, this is one of my rough pieces. I always keep a rough piece underneath. Right, let's get the old, if you've got a bottle with a mix of colours, do you mean for like heat embossing powders? I have got some little tubs that I used to mix up in. I could do a gold with a bit of a glitter, maybe, couldn't I? I'm going to stick with these three. We don't want to go too much off piece, do we? We'll end up somewhere, we'll get lost. We'll end up somewhere far away if we go too off piste. Right, that's that one. I should, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to be really careful because this is still a little bit sticky and a bit wet. So I could potentially end up with gold places I don't want gold. Never mind. Let's just go around the edges. Oh, that's not too bad. Right, let's just do this. Concentration now. It's behaving itself. It's actually going on quite neatly, which I'm surprised at, given how my morning's been so far. I was expecting it not to go on to stick places it shouldn't stick, but that's not too bad. Okay, let's go with that. White and gold. Oh, what mixed together in a little pot? That sounds interesting. That does sound interesting. Right, let's just put the top on that. I think I had a white and gold mix one. I don't know, it rings a bell. Right, excuse the noise a second. Obviously, when you do this, be careful you don't burn your fingers. I could do with a peg, but I'm just going to wait till one side's done. And then... Right. Let me just grab a wooden peg. She says looking for one and not seeing one anywhere. Oh, maybe I'm not going to grab a wooden peg then. Maybe I'm going to grab a pair of tweezers instead. Pair of tweezers instead. Hoping I'm not going to melt my tinsel. I apologise, you can't really see what I'm doing. It's a bit difficult to do it on camera. Okay, so there's the gold one. Yeah, it's quite nice. That way around. That's okay. Don't mind that. Let's have a go with some sparkle. Sparkly time. Let's go with, I think I'm going to go with this one for the sparkly one. It's going to be interesting getting around that corner, but anyway. Probably need to go a bit thicker on my inking, but anyway. We will just carry on and hope for the best. I don't want to go too much. If I go too far around, I'm going to end up overdoing it, I think. So let's just go around these edges. Just using the edge of my pad to try and get into those little edges of the thing. I seem to have lots of bits of craft cards stuck all over my sticky pad for some reason. Not sure why. Okay, so that's that one done. So let's bring this bit of paper back in again to make sure I've cleared off all my other bits of whatever the word is. Glitter off, not glitter, embossing powder. Okay. Let's do a bit of this one. Ooh. This is going to be very minimal. I think with this one I probably should go a bit heavier on the glitter, on the embossing powder. But anyway, never mind. We'll just go with what we've got and see what we get, what we end up with. At the end of the day, it's just a gift tag, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not that deep, you know. I'm not going to lose sleep over this one. I am not going to lose sleep over this one. Right, so hi Sweet Pea and Sandra, hello. Right, let's just, in fact, let me just do one end first, and then I'm going to have to come in with the tweezers. I apologise if you can't really see. I don't want to get too close to my desk because I don't want to melt my tinsel. It's a new problem to have, isn't it? Melting tinsel. Oh, hello. There we go. Oh, gosh. Come on. There we go. Oh. I also don't want to melt my plastic cover on my desk either. So I'd normally do this slightly off camera on the side. I do it on the side of my desk. I'm not like, you know, facing the floor. But obviously I'm trying to sort of show you what I'm doing at the same time. So anyhow, that's quite nice. Quite like that one. It's just a tiny bit of twinkle. I quite like that. Okay, so that's that one, and then we're going to go with the really twinkly one, this one. Now I'm wondering whether, you know what, for this one I might try. Now I don't know if anybody's tried this, so let me know if this is a bad idea. I've got this Nouveau glue pen that someone gave me. It's very old, so it might not work, but I'm just wondering whether if I go around the edge of this with the glue pen, I might be able to get a slightly thicker line. So we'll give it a whirl and see, eh? We'll learn together. We will learn together. Oh, it's got like a nib on it. I've actually never opened it. Is it? Oh yeah. So let's just go around this with the Nouveau glue pen. As I said, I've no idea how this is going to work. It may or may not. Hoping that it will. It seems to be going on quite nicely. We are learning as we go. Not sure where I started. It was somewhere around there, I believe. There we go. Let's see. Let's just see in the light. Yep, that's all done. Okie dokie. The moment of truth. You like the glitter better than the... Yeah, same, to be honest with you, Dutch Joan. I wasn't sure. I thought the glitter might not really work. But actually, I think I prefer that to the gold. I think maybe just a plain white might work. Because you've got the white of the doily. So maybe a white might be good. I don't know. Oh, I'm liking the way this glue pen's coming out. Oh, yeah. It's nice and even. I think this might be the best yet. I think this one might be the best yet with regards to, I don't know about colour, we'll see with colour, but definitely with regards to the thickness of the line and the thickness of the line and the evenness. Because it was relatively easy, because it's got such a thick tip on it. It was relatively easy to get a nice even thingy bob. So let's try this one. Let me heat it from underneath this time and see if that makes a difference. Apart from I'm going to burn my fingers easier. Because I normally heat emboss from the underside. I'm trying to do it a bit of an angle so you can see it. Right, I think it's time to put the it's time to get the tongs, the tweezers even, not tongs. There we go. Also means I haven't got to worry about my desk and my my tinsel if I do it upwards. Right. Where did I start? So I'm going to have to go this way now. Oh, God. Oh gosh, I can't see. I'm going to have to get down. Apologies if you can't really see. It's so dark in here, I can't really see. I'm going to hit it from the underside just to get a bit of a curl back going the other way. Oh, it's going the other way. Oh, okay, it just seems to want to curl this way for some reason. Let me just, ouch, point it backwards. Okay, apart from being curly, I think I prefer that one, as in with the thickness of the glitter. Well, not glitter, heat embossing glitter. So this one is, in case you're interested, it's a Wow embossing powder, and it's called Iridium, and it's embossing glitter. The other one we use, the white one, is called Sand Dunes, and that's a Wow embossing. And then the gold one was Wow's Metallic Gold Rich Pale Superfine. So there you go. Right, that's really bowed quite a lot. So let's just see if we can just get it so it's not quite so curly. Okay. But I like the line on that. I think that's the best line. And I think that glue pen with white would be quite nice. Or with a white glitter would be quite nice, because that one's not really doing a great deal. I have gone a bit too much on one side. But anyway, that one's not really doing a great deal. The gold doesn't look like anything next to that one. And then you've got your distressed ones, which aren't very well distressed. Anywho, let's just punch some holes in them. And then let's punch some holes. Let me put my heat gun down. I love embossing. I used to love heat embossing. I hardly ever do it these days. I might have to do a heat embossing one day, a heat embossing session. Where's my my mat gone? Bear with while I find my mat. What have I just done with that? Oh dear me. There it is. There it is. Right. Let's punch some holes and get some twine in them. So yeah, for me, if I was doing a review, the Nouveau pen is the winner for that. Did like the Nouveau pen, works really well. And I'm surprised as well, because it's been around for quite a while, that Nouveau pen. But anyway, right, let's punch a hole in the top here. There you go. There's one. This is the good old screw hole punch, X-cut one. So this is I think I've got a link for this in my description already. I will try and remember. If not, just message me on, leave a comment below, and then I'll just send you the link on there, or I'll add it in. I can never remember what I've got on my description and what I haven't. So I think I wanted that one that way around. So let's go through. They are a bit curly, but I reckon if you stick it under a few heavy books, I reckon you could probably uncurl them that way around. But yeah, just a little something to do with your doilies, really. As I say, these have turned out, they almost look like they're painted. It's weird the way these have turned out. My red ones, I didn't have this. So with the red ones, I just had, it just looks quite nice and smooth. Whereas with these, as I said, the craft card is sort of showing through a little bit, which, yeah. And then obviously if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put some die cuts on it if you want to, or you could leave it as it is, or you could put a greeting, a Merry Christmas on the front, or just for you, or I don't know, whatever you want really. I'm going to do this one as well, even though it's a bit sticky still, it's not too bad. So this was a gold doily on adhesive sheet. So right, let's grab I did get some twine out. I've got this white twine, sort of white with a bit of natural in it. So let's just grab a whole load of these, and let's just get some twine in these. Don't know how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of one sheet. That's not bad. 7 tags out of 1 sheet. So yeah, but you could do all sorts. I mean, if you wanted to as well, you could use die cuts instead of doilies. Same kind of idea. If you've got some kind of I've got like sheets of adhesive, like foil and holographic and the rest of it, you could use those. Just cover a sheet in that and then, you know, die cut them out. You could just use pattern paper if you want. I mean, like, you know, but if you want a bit of fun creating, I think as well, something like this is quite good to do with grandkids. You know, it's not too, you know, it's not too difficult. They like a bit of mess. They get to have a bit of a play, stick a few things down. You don't mind the craft shining through. Good. I'm glad. I kind of, for me, I wanted it cleaner. The ones I saw looked a bit cleaner, but I think she used Pritt Stick on the picture I saw. I think she'd use Pritt Stick to stick it down, but I'm really not a fan of Pritt Stick. And also find on doilies, for the edges, you're gonna, you know, it gets a bit delicate. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna tie some knots in these. This is a bit, normally on a video I would speed up. Obviously this is live, so you gotta sit and watch me. Yeah, but as I said, if you wanted to, you could do them as ornaments for the tree. Again, if you're doing it as like a kid's craft, then that might be quite a good idea. The other thing as well with sentiments, I didn't know about putting peel-offs as your sentiment, you know, just so that then that's a bit easier to put on. I've got quite a few sentiments, like peel-offs, you know, that kind of thing, so I might go with that. Or you could, you know, die cut one and just stick it on like you would normally. But yeah, just quite simple, quite nice. The other thing as well that might look quite nice is if you have some, you know, like script paper, background paper, or even old book pages. That might look quite nice with some maybe contrasting doilies on top. Maybe if you've got gold doilies, you could put those on, or if you got like a dark brown maybe, or I don't know, you know, have a play, see what looks good, because I literally have a shed load of doilies. And the thing as well with this is for all year round, so it's not really specifically Christmas. You could use this anytime for any, you know, so you can make a few of these in different doily colours, different background colours. Maybe don't use craft card, you could use like white, like I did with, you know, originally, or you could go pink, or I don't know. I think the white doilies might look quite nice on like a pink card for like a girl's birthday, or like Easter. You can maybe go like lemon or green, I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, lots you could do with it. You could heat emboss a greeting on the front. That would look quite nice, actually. Thinking about it, that would. I also tried using, you know, like hot foil sheets. I tried using one of those, but it's one of the ones that is more adhesives. It's not actually, in fact, actually the one I tried was a hot foil sheet, but it worked well with double-sided, and I covered an entire sheet with double-sided adhesive sheets, and then used the foil on it. So that's another possibility. And then obviously, you know, you get a kind of a, it's not a completely flat look, it's a kind of a more of a textured, yeah, sort of bumpy textured, because by the time you run it through the die cutting machine, it does kind of, you know, wrinkles it a little bit, but it adds to the character of it. So yeah, so there you go. So that is my make for today. Tomorrow's make is a bit more involved. So tomorrow's make is, as I said, the card that I thought I'd filmed and then realised I've only filmed the first 6 minutes, and yeah, had made it without actually realising. so stay tuned for that one. Yeah, the foil is quite interesting. I'll actually see if I can dig out my my failed ones and you can have a quick look. So my failed ones, let me quickly dig them out. I put them in the bin because I was disgusted with them. But so this is what I cut out of. So I don't know if you can see. This is the actual doily, and then this is the foil that I put over the top. And can you see that kind of comes out kind of mottly? But the problem is it was still a little bit sticky. I was deliberating on whether to put glitter over the top to cover up any sticky areas. But yeah, I wasn't sure. But these, they came out okay. So this one was one of them. That was this one here. So yeah, I don't know. Have a play, see. You might be able to come up with a solution for it. Mine weren't that successful. But Yeah, I think they could have been nice. I think as well it might have been nice if I'd gone with doing silver and gold. It might be done if I'd gone with gold and then maybe just white card, or gold and, you know, black, or I don't know, just like a plain colour rather than another foil. I think maybe that was my mistake with that one. So yeah, but as I said, have a play. There isn't really a right or wrong, just have a play and see what you like. I like the red and white ones as well, they're good. These ones, I think these came out quite nicely. I've put a little greeting on the front of that one. And this one here. There you go. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, please do have a look at the replay. It's quite a simple one today. It's something you could do with your grandkids, or if you've got small children. You know, if you're a bit younger and you've got small children, or if you do like, I don't know, maybe do a craft group with a Sunday school or whatever, you know, or just like a craft with a school maybe even. So great for little kids, this one. Right, the last one. There we go. So yeah, so we made all those in how much time? Not very often. Not very much time really. So yeah, so there you go. So that's just a little idea for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll have a go, have a play. Yeah, have a bit of a play, see what you can do. As I said, I've got lots of different coloured doilies, so I might have a play with some other colours and see how they come out. But yeah, have a play, and I will see you all tomorrow. So same time tomorrow. I am doing a live. I'll put it up in a minute. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, but I am going to do a live, and I'm going to do a card that I failed to video. So so yeah. Right, let me just take you off the ceiling. Apologies for it being so dark. I'm hoping tomorrow might be better. Here we go, close up of yeah, you can see the success there with the doily one. Don't worry, Sherry, that's fine. Okie doke, right, I shall say toodaloo. So see you tomorrow, and yeah, have a good day. See you all tomorrow, everyone. Bye.